Happy Saturday, Brazen. If you are on the 9:30 on Saturday with me, I will see you then. Otherwise, if you're doing this on your own, make sure you take a quick video of us, tag us on Instagram, and we'll see you out there. So for this workout, you just need a goblet. So the goblet can be a thing of detergent, it can be a kettlebell, it can be a dumbbell, it can be a dog that's waiting for his dinner. You can just grab your dog and make sure they stay in one place. But you know, whatever kind of object that you want to use for this, you can absolutely use. So we have a 24-minute AMRAP. 24-minute AMRAP of 48 goblet toe taps. So this may be a new one for some of you. 36 sprinter sit-ups. This is definitely a new one for all of you. 24 goblet tall knee to stand. Definitely not a new one for anybody. And 12 goblet Cossack squats. So again, not terribly new one, but we haven't done Cossack squats in a little bit. So as you can see, we have descending reps for these, but the movements will get a little bit more challenging as we go on. 48, 36, 24, 12. Just think about multiples of 12. Even this 24 minutes is a multiple of 12. So if you're on the workout tomorrow at 9:30 with me, we will keep you on track. I'll go over these movements, but let's talk about these movements here if you're not going to join class tomorrow. So goblet toe taps. Sometimes you'll see these done against like a curb or something like that. Sometimes they have a different name, but basically the idea is that we want to tap this with our toes each time. Obviously this would be moving extremely slow, so you can add a little bit of a pace to it, and then you can start to get a tap in it. You can also start to swing your arms and turn it into a little bit of a heart rate movement. So this is going to jack up your heart rate a little bit. Then we are going to get down on the ground. Sprinter sit-ups. You know, we do these sprinter holds when we're holding a kettlebell. So same kind of idea, except in a sit-up form. So when we do our planks and our plank marches, and you know our plank army crawlers, we want to think bringing our knees up as high as possible. With this is actually a sit-up where we're going to bring one elbow to the opposite knee. So elbow, opposite knee, elbow, opposite knee. 36 of these. Each one is one rep, obviously. Then we'll grab our goblet. So these tall knee to stand, similar muscles to a lunge, but we're going to go from tall knees to standing up. That obviously is relatively easy. So I'm going to grab my goblet, holding it in my front rack, keeping my chest up nice and tall, going from tall knee to stand. Make sure with these you alternate your legs that you start with and your legs that you stand up with, just like so. Then finally moving into our 12 Cossack squats. So without a goblet, Cossack squats, nice wide stance. What I see a lot of times is we don't necessarily get into a wide enough stance. Doing a Cossack squat like this is really miserable, and you know, it's not working the right movements. So you want to go nice and wide, not way too wide that you're falling down into a split, but nice and wide so that we can go nice and deep as we can over here. My chest can cave forward a little bit, but we really want to feel it back here in our glute as well as our quad. Chest cave forward, just like so. Your toe can come up, but we don't want to have it totally fully up. Kind of depends on personal preference and your positioning. Then if we're comfortable with that, if we can go to, you know, full depth here, then we'll add a goblet to it, make it a little bit more difficult. So with the goblet, same idea, front rack like so, all the way over, all the way over. 12 of those guys. If you guys have any questions on this workout, pretty straightforward. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Actually, probably going to be pretty darn tough. Reach out to any of the coaches, shoot us a message. Otherwise, I will see you at 9:30 on Saturday on Zoom.